So this is what it looks like when we're done with the staining and the texture of the stucco. So you got a whole makeover there, an old style chimney that's been restored. And we're going to show you a little bit of how we do the stain on this video, hopefully, if I don't fall off. Let me push lock on here. Ta-da, that way I won't mess anything up. Now you want to take your stain and your little sponge brush, and you want to not make sure you don't walk on any hoses. Actually, you want to be, any rate, this is simply applied by just dabbing it over the mortar where other people didn't clean up their mortar joints. And a lot of times homeowners, nothing against them trying to fix up their chimney, there's now stain available, so if you have somehow managed to smear your masonry with the wrong color mortar or just any kind of mortar all over the surface, there's now stain that we can match the color of any brick. We can even do multi-colors on something, but usually if it's up high like this, we're not going to worry too much about a multi-color deal. We might take some black and dab it on there just for authenticity, to authenticate it with the natural use of a fireplace that's kind of black on the top. We might do that. Then again, we might not. This is a furnace, so I don't think we need to authenticate it that much. And so as you can see, one little daub with our brush and our stain, and it's come a long ways. Actually, we've done the other sides already. We weren't able to get a very good video because of the direction of the sun, but this is the last side, and that looks like it was a split in the brick, so we're just going to make it look like an actual brick now by hiding that mortar joint that somebody reused. And that's a good thing about this, is now there's a brick stretcher. That's what we call this, a brick stretcher. It looks like there was another one there, so we're just going to go over that. And we'll create a joint by eliminating all of it except the joint sides, which is about a 1/4 inch here, 3/8. And so there you have it. Now we didn't sponge the top of this. Maybe it's dry enough where we can get all this on one film. That would be great, because we've been having problems with the direction of the sun over here and getting a video. So after we've stuccoed this chimney, this was basically crumbled brick under here. Some of it was about maybe 3 inches deep, almost an entire brick. So just set that there for now. So this just kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like once it's textured. Kind of gives you this corner here, and that's what this is going to look like here in just 1 second here. So what we usually do is we'll take one of these types of texturing sponge trowels, and then what we do is I'll have water running a little, or I'll have a bucket of water. In this case, just running water. And so we're just going to kind of dab the water on there. That's going to give it a, or you could spray water on if it's really sunny, but today it wasn't really sunny, so we just kind of dab it on there to give a straight texture like this. And then the final thing that we'll do, now this might be still kind of wet because of the simple fact that it was very deep. And I mean deep, I mean like 3 inches deep, some of these holes, and we don't want it to come back out. So it might take, it might not, depending on how dry it is. It looks like there went a little chunk of debris. That wasn't good. I might have to fill that in, or I might be able to slurry some stuff over into it from other areas. However, we don't want to dab it too much because it's going to start pulling it out. And again, we had to use moose milk to bring a crystal surface in order to get the mortar to stick. Otherwise, you're not going to get it to stick, especially if there's paint on any of the brick, which there was in this case. It looks like I'm going to have to use a little bit of mud from somewhere for that. There we go. Sometimes you can get lucky if you're messy as me, and you can just borrow some of the mud from other places that you smeared and dropped. Okay, so there we have basically that that much done. So now we're going to take the final stage for texturing. And again, when you sponge your chimney or your stucco, you want to get all the moisture to come to the surface. And so that's what this is doing here, is it's bringing the moisture to the surface so that when it cures, it will not crack as badly. I do add extra play sand into my mix because if there's holes this big, you're going to get some hairline fractures. And if you don't add the extra sand, you're going to get some really big cracks. And so we plan on having a few hairline fractures on here. It's just part of the deal. And then there'll be one final slurry that I will go over with everything. I'll spray it with the mist. And that mist will actually help the slurry come back and give us a nice, just enough slurry to resurface the entire thing so that we can have a nice finish on our texture. Thanks again for watching.